Hello students, today we will discuss about 7 golden tips to kickstart your IIT 2022 preparations. The pressure of the exam and excelling in 2022 itself will drain out your complete energy. This pressure is bound to have giving you sleepless nights. But all the anxiety that will be going to help and clear the entrance is a good plan. So therefore, I'll give you certain tips where your final preparation will see you clear IIT-JEE 2022. First one, most important is know your strength and weaknesses. So you have gone through the syllabus complete, the chapters of maths, physics, chemistry. So the chapters which you are good at, or the topics which you are good at, and the topics you are not, you separate it out, analyze. So your strengths, your weaknesses, separate them out. Then it is very easy to study. Final preparation, you can't do everything. So wherever your strength lies, you start preparing those, make it strong, make it work for you. Weaknesses, don't mind. Keep them aside. That is the most important thing. One should know their strength and weaknesses. The strength should add up to you, weaknesses should not hold you back. That is most one. So once you have known this, you are achieved one step nearer to your JEE preparation. Second point, be confident. What do you mean be confident? Based on your strengths, you should be confident. Suppose a particular paper, physics paper, has 30 questions in it. Based on your strength and weaknesses, you have checked in that around I have 70% of my strength, 30% is weakness. So now you have kept 30% aside. The 70% strength, you have to finalize it and make it more strong, that you should be able to get a question from here and confidently you should be able to answer that, keeping your weaknesses aside. So be confident on your strengths. That will fetch you good result, because the question comes from the strength part of it, definitely you should answer, right? So the question paper, whatever the strength questions you should not by any chance miss them. But weakness, where is there? Such in the last part of your paper, whatever the time left over, you are going to attempt those questions also which comes from your weakness side. Maybe some questions from there also you can choose. But be confident of your strengths. Third point, stress on your managing time. So in the total paper what you have, how to manage time, that is very important. So the maximum strength of your paper, all the chapters where you have good strength, without the management of time, you will not be able to complete them. So wherever your strength lies, those questions compulsorily you should be able to attempt in the given prescribed time. So managing time is very important. The time management you have to plan from the beginning, and the mock test, the practice test, these tests will help you to manage your time. So before the actual exam, before the D-Day, you have to write some mock test and self-analyze that whether you are able to manage the time, whether you are able to do all the questions required or not. That is very important. Fourth point, make your fundamental and concept strong. Mean, from the strength part, whatever the fundamentals are there, whatever the concepts are there and their application, you have to make them strong. So learn, practice again the questions, the theory, the formulas which you are strong at. And you have to practice and revise. This is the next point. What do you mean by practice and revision? From the strength part, all the concept you studied, fundamentals you studied, formulas you made it, you have to go on practicing those things again and again, and apply those things in the problem. And this revision, immediately after completing the practice, again revise. This revision is very important. Revision plays a very, very important role. Very important role. So your strength part, you have to complete your fundamentals. You have to study the concepts, study the application part of it, practice again and again, and revise. This is most important point. Next point. Make use of model papers and previous question papers. Before the exam, you have to solve previous year question papers. That means last 5 years, let us check. So 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, like 4-5 years paper you check. Every question paper you write, managing your time as if you are writing the actual JEE exam. This is very important. So you fix up a time, either in the morning or in the evening. The best one is, after getting up in the morning time slot, your study hour time, you take up the last year paper, say 2021 paper, you take it and sit with the paper. Keeping the time schedule, suppose you start at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 3 hours on dot. You start the time, complete the paper, and on dot you have to stop. That will help you two things. One is your time management. Second, whether you are able to solve the questions from your strength or not, keeping weaknesses separate. Similarly, these previous year questions, generally while studying in the question or in the books, textbooks, in the reference books, you get some of the questions directly in that from previous year questions. So more or less the question paper looks familiar. Hence, some model papers you will get it. Practice those model papers also. That is most important. Next point. Take enough rest. Daily, whatever you practice, whatever time you fix it and study, it is compulsory that you have to sleep for 8 to 9 hours. Day and night studying will not fetch a result. You have to give a break and your mind relaxation. Hence, a sound sleep is required. The students who sleep better enjoy better rank, better grade. And most important point, since you have fixed a schedule that we discussed in the last point, you have fixed up you have made a schedule of preparation of each subject. You should be regular with your schedule. You should abide by the schedule and see whether you are able to do it or not. Wherever you are lagging behind, you have to speed up. Don't procrastinate. Don't keep it funding. That will see you at the end, lot of work overloaded, lot of work pending, and at a time burden comes on you. So it is not correct. And one more point, this point is very, very important. Don't give up on your attempts. Suppose you write a paper and you could conclude that out of 30 questions I could only solve 10. No problem. Stop it, again revise it, again study concept, again go through the fundamentals, practice, revision, then again fix up a time to write that paper again. Repeat the paper. This time you will attempt more number of questions. So instead of 10, you may be able to attempt 20 questions, right? So revision practice will help you to see that more number of questions you can appear for. So all dedicated aspirants will follow this practice, and these steps will yield lot of results. Thank you.